Hi, everybody. This is Central Valley Talk live for this Wednesday, the 2nd of February. Happy Groundhog Day. Austin Reed coming to you from our Tower District studios inside the Mike Briggs building. Hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Austin Reed On Air. I am super excited for this next segment because we are going to be talking about this new craze. It's shipping containers turned into actual homes. And joining us live via Zoom down in Southern California is the founder and CEO of KUBED Living. This is Katalina. Welcome. Hello there.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for joining us today. Now, you're down south. I would imagine it's pretty nice in LA today, right?
Yes, so far so good.
Okay.
But they said that there's a chance of rain.
Oh, chance of rain. Okay, well, we need it all across the Golden State, that's for sure. So, okay, let's start from the very beginning. KUBED Living, how did you come up with this concept?
I have a background in real estate. I've been a real estate broker for 20 years.
Okay.
And so a few years ago, started realizing, like many other people did, that the middle earners were being priced out of the urban areas, where they actually worked. And so both in terms of rental rates and housing prices. And so I was looking for ways of being able to provide housing at more affordable prices. And I had worked with a client that developed a school out of shipping containers. And I figured if you can put kids in there, you could turn them into housing. And so this started about 7 years ago.
So tell me, as far as the services that you guys provide, is there much competition here in California?
There is competition, but it's a very fragmented marketplace. And so you have welders or fabricators, but they don't do the design. They don't do the permitting. They don't actually do the site work. And we're about the only ones in California that are completely vertically integrated. And so we offer turnkey solutions.
Tell me a little bit about the process, if you could walk us through.
Certainly. So it all starts with land. These homes are actually houses. They're not manufactured homes. They're not trailers. They're modular. And so modular means built in factory, or a portion of it is built in factory, but abides by local building codes. And so in this case, we abide by all of California building codes and also local requirements. So it all starts with land. And once someone has identified a piece of property or owns the land, they come to us, and then we start with design. Once the design process is done, our general contractor will take the blueprints, we'll go visit the property and determine more or less what it will take to develop the land so that this home can be brought in and put on a permanent foundation. And at that point, we're able to give the client a rough order of magnitude pricing for the project. If that works, if that is all okay, we then go to construction documents, then we go to engineering and permitting. We permit through the state of California. It's a modular program, and so we go through housing and community development. They give us an approval. And then we take that approval and we go seek local approval because we need approval for setbacks, foundation, utility connections, that kind of stuff from the local municipality. Once we get that, two things happen. Manufacturing begins in factory of the home and site work begins. Usually a couple months later, the units are brought in, placed on a permanent foundation, joined, welded or joined, and finished on site.
Tell me a little bit about how fun it is for customers to work with your team.
It's fun in the creation process. It can also be a little bit frustrating, when you're going through the permitting stages and customers that realize that it's really a long process because we're building a house. But what is really fun is customers get to create their home. And people that usually would not believe that they could design and build their own house have this opportunity. And so our job is to get their vision and their dream on paper and then actually build it.
Tell me a little bit about some of your favorite homes that you've created, or that your team has created.
We do all sorts of houses, from little, accessory dwelling units in people's backyards, to large homes. And every single one of them is completely different. And so to me, they're all fun. One of my very favorites, though, was this tiny little tasting room that we did for Frog's Leap Winery. And that was fun. We had never done something like that before. And another fun thing was a very large gym that we did for an estate in Malibu. And it was beautiful. It was, it was breathtaking, and it overlooked the ocean. So that was a lot of fun. And if not, we just, every project, every house is completely different, and it's fun.
As far as the savings to your customers, could you kind of brief us about that?
We are in California, and everything is expensive in California.
Yeah.
The savings come from the fact that, two parts really. Being factory build, you have savings inside the factory. I mean, you everything is done more efficiently. You have less waste. And also the time it takes. When you're building something in factory 2 months versus on site 6 months, 8 months, a year. So those are really the ways in which you see cost savings, the efficiency and the time.
And the cool thing, too, is you're able to, each project is different. So if somebody wants something more basic and they want to save money, you can make that happen. If somebody has millions to spend and they want to go crazy with it, you're able to do that as well, right?
Exactly. So we're completely custom. And that in itself has issues because you don't streamline as much in factory. You don't have model A, B, C, D like a lot of our competition. But yes, the ability to completely customize for a client. I mean, that's awesome, I think.
Now, show us you right now. You are at your shop. Could you give us a quick tour and kind of, show us more?
Let me see. Is this the best way to do this?
Yeah, that works.
So let's do it as if we were a customer coming into the store.
Sure.
So you walk in, right, through the doors, and let's see. This is the representation of a 40-foot container. So 40 feet would be, do you see the gray line on the ground?
Yep.
Okay. So that is 8 feet wide.
Okay.
And we also work with steel frame modular, which means that we build the modules in factory. And you can go up to 12 feet wide and still be freeway friendly. And so here we are, basically at 12 feet. And you can see it really makes a big difference in the space that you have inside. 12 feet versus 8 feet, those extra 4 feet are huge.
Right.
So this is a bedroom, typical small little bedroom. This is little living room. So if you are at 7 feet, you're right here.
Dang.
It's tight. If you are at 12 feet, you actually can have a regular size living room.
Right.
Kitchen. This is a little bit, well, because it's our showroom, this is a larger kitchen than what we would in a 40-footer.
Okay.
But, you know, completely feasible.
Yeah.
And then a typical bathroom. And you could have shower instead of tub.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is the rest, our design office.
Wow. It's so cool to, just to see what you've done right there with that space. But, as you were giving us that tour, I was thinking like, oh, well, you could do this and you could do that. And, so
that's exactly what clients like.
Yeah.
So they come here and then it's just, their creative juices are flowing. It's like, we can do this, we can do that. We can put this door and a pivot door and whatever.
We've got just a couple of minutes left. I do want to ask, as we are in a brand new year, what's next for you guys?
We're looking to get into the resort business. We'd love to be able to get into glamping. That is a goal for this year. Little units scattered as cabins, as, casitas. And in in California, Nevada, and Arizona, we are, as I said, vertically integrated.
Okay.
And I would like to be able to export that to the Pacific Northwest, the Northeast, and the South, around Florida and North Carolina.
Yeah.
There's huge demand for our product because we're customized. And so those are the plans for 2022.
And is it fun to? I forgot to ask you this, but I still want to. Is it cool being a part of this kind of newish trend?
Yes, and it's very rewarding. It's fun. It's creative, and it's rewarding because you're really providing solutions to people, and it's when people are happy, you're happy. That
is so true. KUBEDliving.com. That's where people can learn more. Are you able to work with clients, new clients, as of right now?
Absolutely. We have our design group has the ability to expand and contract as needed, and our manufacturing capabilities are large. So absolutely, always looking for new clients and fun projects.
Very good. Katalina Klein, right? Klein?
Fine.
Okay, very good. Founder, CEO of KUBED Living. Thank you so much for joining us. And I know we're planning to do another interview where we kind of talk to more members on your team. So we'll look forward to that. That'll be very, very exciting. So,
thank you. It was a pleasure.
Thank you. Have a good rest of your day.
Thank you. You as well.
I'm Austin Reed. You're watching Central Valley Talk. Thanks for joining us, everybody.